Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be filming a video. I'm going to be doing get ready with me, except today I'm actually going to be trying and doing the first impressions of the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I'm going to be using some of her products today in my routine and I'm going to review them for you guys. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start off with primer, and I'm going to start by priming off my face with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. And I know this is kind of on the more expensive side, but I recently went to Marshall's and I'm pretty sure you can find some of these on sale for like half off. I'm gonna start off with my brows as usual, but because I know that's gonna take a while, I'm just gonna fast forward you guys through this routine. Now that I finally did my brows, which took forever, I'm gonna be putting on the Anastasia eye primer, and I'm gonna be putting on just like some neutral black shadow. Also, I just want to say like a little bit of this primer goes a long way. Like when I first got it, I thought, wow, this is kind of small for what it is. I thought it was a travel size or something, but no, it's because the base is like really pigmented. Not that you need the pigment, but I mean like it's enough, like a little is enough to make your eyeshadow pop. Okay, now that I got the primer on, I know I look kind of scary, but I'm gonna be following up with the a brown shadow, and for that I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. I think it's the bite-sized eyeshadow, and this one specifically is the pumpkin pie one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig into, they don't have names, but I'm gonna be using into like the first one right here, which is the non-shimmery one. It's like a nice warm toned brown. Now that I finally got my shadow on, I'm gonna be moving on with concealer, and I'm not gonna do any foundation or anything. I like my skin the way it is right now, so I'm gonna go in with that next. The concealer I'm gonna be using today is the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, and I like it because it has like a really nice natural finish, and it's just really dewy and something really nice that I like. Next, I'm going to be taking my Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in the shade Tastic, and it's like this really big like bronzer that I recently got on sale from Sephora. And I'm also going to be taking this Marc Jacobs brush, which I got from Marshall, and I'm just going to be putting it like on the outer part of my cheek, kind of like a little contour moment, because she doesn't have bronzers, I believe, yet, and I also kind of still want my face to have some type of dimension, even though this is a really nice natural look. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. This is what the highlighter looks like in normal light. It seems to be like a really nice champagne-y tone. This is what the bottle looks like. It has, let's see, 15 milliliters or 0.50 fluid ounces. I thought this would be too dark for my skin because in the bottle it does look darker, but it applies really nice. And it has this really nice little like thing at the top, and this is used for people that have kind of like I believe arthritis and stuff, so it's easier for them to open, is what I've heard in a lot of comments from other videos. And this is really pigmented, so I'm just gonna take like the tiniest dot on my face, like that. Even that I feel like is too much, but it's nice if you want like a nice beaming highlight. And then I just take my finger and I tap it in, and and then if it's too much, I just put it on my palm. And the product distributes really nicely. I'm going to be taking the Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush, and it's in the shade Joy, which is this like corally toned blush, and the applicator is like a little bit different. It's kind of flat, and this is silver as opposed to this like neutral like whitish pinky shade. This is what the blush looks like. Like I said, it's a really nice corally blush, definitely smaller, but like I said, a little does go a long way. And this is the shade Joy, by the way, has 0.25 fluid ounces. This is extremely pigmented. Like, I've seen how in like videos Selena or like anyone else reviewing it, they just kind of place dots on their face, but even that is like way too much. This is extremely pigmented. What I do now that I feel like best works for me is I take, oops, a little bit came out. I take the applicator, and let me just put what came off there. But I take the applicator, I put the smallest dot, like, that is like, even that is like a lot. Like, you're still gonna have some left over. And I like patting it in with my finger, just like that. And as you can see, it's a lot so far. It's like I said, really pigmented. So when I say it's pigmented, I mean like it's very vibrant, but it'll also last a long time because you need the smallest amount. And I like buffing it into my hand first. I know this sounds like a waste of product, but like I said, it comes with a lot, and a little does go a long way. And I will take this kind of like blush brush, and I will tap it in my hand lightly, and I will just apply this as so. And as you can see, it immediately picks up the pigment, and it gives like a nice flush of color, and you can build it up. I feel like this is the easiest way to do it, because if you go straight from the little applicator, the doe foot applicator, onto your face, it'll be too much, and I feel like it takes a little while to sheer it out. And this is like a really nice corally shade. As you can see, the highlighter is really popping. It's really nice. It's not like a subtle highlighter. It definitely is really nice, illuminating. It lifts up the face. It looks like a nice glow. And even if that's too much, I will still sheer it out, because like this is how much product I still have left on my hand. I will sheer it out with the e.l.f. I think this is the face buffing brush or the foundation brush. And I'll just go over it like this. So next, I'm gonna powder under the eye just so the concealer doesn't crease, as it's already creasing right now. But that happens with me with almost every concealer. And I'm gonna be taking the Marc Jacobs, the Coconut Finishing Powder, also on sale from Marshalls. I'm gonna be taking the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. concealer brush, I know for sure. Mine is already kind of broken, but I taped it back up, as you can see. And I just press into the little net that's there until I see some powder come out. And I tap off the excess. And then I just, put this under the eye. Moving on to mascara, but first I'm going to prime. And I'm going to be taking the Chanel Le Base Mascara Volume and Care little primer. It's like this, it's white. You can use any like lash primer. I just use it personally because my lashes are pretty flat, so I have to use some type of primer to get it to hold. And now I'm gonna apply the Le Volume mascara. And now finally I'm just gonna add a touch of like lip gloss just to finish up the look. And for that I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. And I'm gonna be using the shade Moon, which is basically a dupe for the shade Fussy from Fenty Beauty. so this is the finished look. I'm using the outer facing camera now. Hopefully it picks up better because I know that the front facing cameras of the iPhones don't necessarily work the best. But yeah, look, this is the highlight. Once again, once I'm actually maybe done with like my concealer foundation, I will definitely want to pick up those products from her line from Rare Beauty and see how they work, just because I really like the finish of the blush and the liquid highlighter. Also, I forgot to mention, the blushes actually come in two finishes. They come in dewy and matte. The one I have, the shade Joy, is dewy in particular, and I believe it's 3 dewy and 3 matte shades. But yeah, I'll leave the links down in the description if you guys want to check them out. And as for the highlighters, I mean, like I said, they're all like it's just like, I don't know, I think it's like just a nice dewy finish. I don't know, it just really doesn't move or anything. It did not move any product around my face, so I'm assuming maybe it's like a dewy to like radiant or like a satin finish. I don't know, because it just stayed there and it didn't move anything. It didn't clump up anything. I hope the camera really picks up how nicely the product looks like. But yeah, it's really nice for like a no makeup day, and also like I feel like it really enhances people's natural beauty, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give the blush and the liquid highlighter a 10 out of 10. They performed so well, and I highly recommend you get it because they're affordable, cruelty-free, I think fragrance-free, and they're eco-friendly, and I like the whole idea behind where the profits are going to as well. But yeah, that's the end of the video.